Hello everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Google Pixel 9 and compare it against the Google Pixel 8 Pro and see which particular phone is a better one for you. Now, there are some really good advantages between both these devices, which we'll talk about, but I'm still kind of in the camp of like last year's phones, like a last year flagship at a better price is better than this year's flagship, kind of in a way. But these two phones are different because this is the Pro, this is the standard one. But let's go and see how they both compare. If you want to pick up either one of these phones, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside, the Google Pixel 8 Pro, which came out last year, on the front of this particular phone is giving you a very, very big and large 6.7-inch LTPO OLED display. It's 120 Hz, and it's a very good-looking panel, right? It gets very bright at 2400 nits of brightness, and it's 120 Hz. There's not really too much to complain about here. Like, it's probably still one of the best panels you can buy. Now, one thing I like about the screen, when it is a flat display, I kind of like a little curve, but most phones are flat nowadays, so there's not much competition there. It's a hole punch display, as you probably expect, and it's still a really, really nice panel. So, I, for one, when I look at something like the Google Pixel 8 Pro, I'm still a really, really big fan of this type of device. Now, on the Pixel 9, a little bit of an improvement here in some ways. So, for one, it is a smaller panel, 6.3 inches, so that is one thing to keep in mind. It's substantially smaller, so it's easier to hold in one hand. But also, it's a 120 Hz display, 2700 nits of brightness here. So you are getting 300 nits more inside of the Pixel 9 than the Pixel 8 Pro. So that can be a big deal to you. I will tell you, day to day, you're not going to really notice too many differences there. But just know this panel does get brighter than that one. It does look like there's like a tiny bit more bezel on this type of phone than the Pixel 8 Pro. I'm not 100% too sure about that, but overall, this is still a really good looking phone. But the Pixel 8 Pro is also very, very nice. Now, the design language is slightly different than last year's. So you can kind of see that if we kind of look at both, the Pixel 8 Pro and the Pixel 9, camera bumps are still very big. There are still very, very large camera bumps. You have this reflective material on the Pixel 8 Pro, where the Pixel 9 is, not so reflective. It's also a complete flat side on the Pixel 9, where the Pixel 8 Pro is kind of curved a little bit. It's like flat and curved on the side right here. So very different design language there as well. You can tell they're both pixels, but it is interesting that Google is kind of basically one-to-one copied what Apple did, whereas on the Pixel 8 Pro is more unique. On the bottom, USB Type-C ports here for the most part. On the back side, this is where I can tell you, like, they both, you can tell both of these are Google Pixels, right? They're very different when you look at the back. The side is the craziest thing, though. Dual camera setup on the Pixel 9. The Pixel 8 Pro is giving you a triple camera setup, which is a very nice thing to have. You're getting your LiDAR sensor, you're getting your flash on the back. You're getting wireless charging and reverse wireless charging on both these phones, which is really nice to have. IP certification as well. Kind of like a frosted glass back on the Pixel 8 Pro, where the Pixel 9 is more of the just standard glass. But I will tell you, at least from the exterior, they both look very, very good. I like the way both these phones look a lot. I don't know if there's one necessarily that's like the best looking one here, but I would probably say that the Pixel 9 probably is more of a modern feeling phone, but the Pixel 8 Pro looked more unique, and I do like having the triple camera setup and a bigger display in some cases. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there. Now, in terms of the software longevity, both these phones are going to be lasting for a long period of time. The Pixel 8 Pro is probably going to be lasting not as long as the Pixel 9. They're both lasting 7 years, but this Pixel 8 Pro was 7 years last year, so this one has like 6 years left, where the Pixel 9 has like 7 years left. So you're probably going to be getting a longer lasting phone from something like the Pixel 9 than the Pixel 8 Pro. So that right there is another thing to keep in mind. Now let's go and do a speed comparison between both these phones, which I'm really excited to do. The Pixel 8 Pro has a Tensor G3 chipset inside of it with 12 gigabytes of RAM, where the Pixel 9 has that Tensor G4 chipset inside of it with 12 gigabytes of RAM as well. So let's go and see which one's a faster phone between both. Okay, there we go. All the apps are cleared out in the background except for this one, so let's get into it. Again, the Pixel 9 is here, Pixel 8 Pro is here. So let's get into the speed. 3, 2, 1. Okay, kind of the same thing. Play Store is 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one does not have Wi-Fi, so I'm not really too sure what's going on there. Camera, 3, 2, 1. Let's go take a photo, 3, 2, 1. And honestly, so far, I'm not really too sure. They're both like almost the same. Maybe the Pixel 9 was like slightly faster there. We do have some third-party apps we can test out. Subway Surfers, 3, 2, 1. And I'm hoping I don't run into too many pop-ups here, but I guess we'll see. And the Pixel 9 was slightly faster here than the Pixel 8 Pro. Getting into some speed here. Let's see if there's any big differences, which I don't know if there's going to be, but I guess we'll see. Okay, not really. Hopping out of both of these. Let's try tempo run 1, 3, 2, 1. And so two different pop-ups, kind of the same thing. So let's go and get into here and see what happens. So basically the same thing. I honestly don't know which one even was faster. There was one that was faster when I clicked onto it, but so this one did glitch up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I have to click here. Okay, that was weird. Let's go and hop out of here. Let's go and try stack 3, 2, 1. And I will say both so far have been doing pretty good. Maybe the Pixel 9 is like a little faster here and there, but it's different because it's like I'm getting like such different pop-ups on both these phones. It's like not even funny. So scrolling into this game, basically the same thing. Not too many big differences as far as I can tell. Tempo run 2, 3, 2, 1. And like basically almost the same as acting here too. Like pretty much the exact same thing. Although there are two different panels a little bit in a way. I think getting into the loading speed, the loading panel was pretty much the same thing on both. Clicking play, let's see if there's any big differences, which I genuinely don't think is going to be. And you can see right here, basically kind of the same thing. Hopping out of both these, let's go and get into snake versus blocks, 3, 2, 1. And you can see Pixel 8 Pro actually the faster one here, so I don't even know what just happened there. But I think what I'm seeing here is that there's kind of some flipping back and forth going on. I don't know if there's one that's like consistently the faster one every single time. I think there are times where the Pixel 8 Pro is faster and the Pixel 9 is faster. But I think from the rumors and the reports that some people have even within Google stated, this chipset, the Tensor G4 is not supposed to be like the fastest chipset of all time or a big massive speed improvement. So I'm kind of seeing that, but there are some improvements here and there as far as I can tell. So now getting into the camera side of things, both of these cameras are honestly very, very interesting because there is some overlap. So for one, on the Pixel 8 Pro, you are getting a triple camera setup, wide ultra-wide telephoto lens. The Pixel 9, you're getting a wide and ultra-wide camera. So some slight differences here. You are getting 4K at 60 on the fronts and the back of both of these, which again is very nice to have. Wide ultra-wide cameras, telephoto lens on the Pixel 8 Pro, which is a super nice advantage. Now with something like the Pixel 8 Pro, I feel like this was a really good camera last year, but I wouldn't consider it the best camera of last year. I thought it was good for the most part. You're getting a 0.5x zoom here, and on the inside you're getting 30x zoom. It's a lot of zoom. It's a lot more than the Pixel 9. You're getting portrait mode, long exposure mode, action pan, night sight, panorama mode. You're getting a lot of good stuff within this type of camera, which is genuinely very nice. And I, for one, I'm a massive fan of this type of camera. Now, on something like the Pixel 9, this theoretically should be a better camera here and there. Like this is a very good sensor as well, but there's some things that are missing out on this type of lens. So for one, you're still getting, 0.5x zoom, but you're getting 8x zoom versus the 30x zoom on the Pixel 8 Pro. So that right there is a very big difference right there. Getting portrait mode, add me, long exposure, action pan, photo mode, night sight, panorama mode. So it's still a lot of overlapping features, but definitely with something like the Pixel 8 Pro, that is going to be a significantly better phone in my personal opinion in some ways in the camera side than the Pixel 9. So to kind of sum it up, what I'll probably tell you is, I like both these phones, right? I think these phones are very good and they have a lot of quality and a lot of stuff going on with them. But I would probably say that if you're going to go ahead and buy a phone, it might make more sense to buy a cheaper Pixel 8 Pro that's cheaper in the used market now than the Pixel 9. The Pixel 9 is like $800 or something dollars. The Pixel 8 Pro you can buy for like probably less than like $500 in a lot of places. So it might make more sense to go and buy a phone like this one than that one. So keep that in mind. I think the Pixel 8 Pro still has a lot going for it, like a bigger display, better display in some cases, actually not as bright, but still a bigger display. Performance is pretty much the same, and this phone is still lasting for so many years. Pixel 9 I think is also still a very good phone, but I think if you want to get the better value, the Pixel 8 Pro is probably the better way to go. Or go for the Pixel 9 Pro if you have more money. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.